Measure for Measure, one of Shakespeare's problem plays, drops us right into the heart of Vienna, a city grappling with its own moral compass. The play opens with Duke Vincentio realizing his city is drowning in vice. Laws against fornication, ignored for years, are suddenly back in the spotlight. Enter Angelo, a man known for his strict morals, left in charge by the Duke, who pretends to leave town. The Duke, however, remains in disguise, observing how Angelo handles his newfound power. This setup creates a pressure cooker of morality, where characters are forced to make difficult choices, revealing their true natures. The Duke's decisions to hand over power to Angelo is the first of many morally ambiguous actions in the play. Is he genuinely concerned about Vienna's morality, or is this an elaborate power play? His disguise allows him to observe the city and its inhabitants without the burden of his title. Angelo, suddenly thrust into a position of authority, takes a hard line. Claudio, a young gentleman, is sentenced to death for impregnating his lover before marriage. This harsh sentence sends shockwaves through Vienna and sets the stage for the play's central conflict. The Duke's absence and Angelo's severity create a power vacuum, leaving the city vulnerable to hypocrisy and abuse of power. The play becomes a study of how absolute power, even in the hands of those perceived as virtuous, can corrupt. Claudio's impending execution throws his sister, Isabella, into a desperate struggle. A novice nun, she represents purity and unwavering morality. Her visit to Angelo, pleading for her brother's life, becomes a pivotal moment in the play. Angelo, initially resolute, finds himself strangely drawn to Isabella's virtue. This attraction, however, morphs into a perverse proposition. He will spare Claudio if Isabella sleeps with him. This horrifying ultimatum throws Isabella's world into chaos. Her refusal is immediate and absolute. The scene becomes a powerful exploration of sacrifice and integrity. Isabella would rather face her brother's death than betray her moral code. This choice highlights the play's exploration of individual conscience versus societal expectations. Isabella's predicament lays bare the play's central question: how far would you go to save someone you love? Her unwavering morals prevent her from giving in to Angelo's demands. The Duke, disguised as a friar, observes this exchange, recognizing an opportunity to expose Angelo's hypocrisy. He hatches a plan, a morally complex scheme known as the bed trick. Mariana, once engaged to Angelo but abandoned when her dowry was lost, still loves him. The Duke proposes that Isabella agree to Angelo's demands, but that Mariana take her place in the darkness. This plan, while saving Claudio's life, further blurs the lines of morality. The play doesn't shy away from the messy reality of its characters' choices, forcing the audience to confront the complexities of right and wrong. Section 5. Justice Veiled. The bed trick and the unveiling of hypocrisy. The bed trick, while successful in one sense, only deepens the web of deceit. Angelo, believing he has had his way with Isabella, breaks his promise and orders Claudio's execution anyway. The Duke, however, anticipates this betrayal and ensures Claudio's survival, albeit secretly. The play's tension ratchets up as Angelo's hypocrisy becomes increasingly evident. He, the supposed moral compass of Vienna, has succumbed to the very vices he condemns. His actions highlight the dangers of unchecked power and the hypocrisy that can fester beneath a veneer of righteousness. The Duke, through his manipulations, orchestrates a scenario where Angelo's true nature will be exposed. The stage is set for a dramatic confrontation where justice, although achieved through unconventional means, will be served. Section 6. Unmasking Angelo the Duke's return and the revelation of truth. The final act of Measure for Measure is a whirlwind of revelations and confrontations. The Duke, resuming his true identity, returns to Vienna, throwing the city into a state of confusion. Angelo is forced to answer for his crimes, his carefully constructed facade crumbling around him. Isabella, initially believing her brother dead, publicly accuses Angelo, revealing his proposition and subsequent betrayal. The Duke, seemingly unaware of Angelo's actions, calls for Isabella to be punished for slander. This calculated move forces Angelo to confess his crimes to defend himself. This dramatic climax exposes the truth and reveals the extent of Angelo's hypocrisy. The Duke's elaborate plan, while morally ambiguous, ultimately serves to bring justice to Vienna. Section 7. The verdict: mercy, justice, and the complexity of human nature. With Angelo's crimes laid bare, the Duke delivers his verdict. Angelo is ordered to marry Mariana, taking responsibility for his actions and offering her a form of restitution. The play doesn't shy away from the complexities of justice. Is this punishment enough for the attempted rape of Isabella and the attempted murder of Claudio? The Duke, however, doesn't stop there. He extends mercy to Angelo, recognizing the human capacity for redemption. This act of forgiveness, while perhaps unsatisfying to some, highlights the play's exploration of grace and second chances. The play concludes with a series of marriages, including the Duke's proposal to Isabella. Her response, however, is left ambiguous, leaving the audience to ponder her true feelings and the play's ultimate message. Section 8. Measure for Measure, exploring the timeless relevance of Shakespeare's play. Measure for Measure is not a comfortable play. It challenges the audience with its raw and unfiltered portrayal of human nature. It grapples with uncomfortable truths about power, desire, and the complexities of human nature. The characters are flawed, their motivations often murky, reflecting the real-world intricacies of human behavior. The play's enduring power lies in its ability to spark debate and challenge our own moral compasses. It forces us to question our beliefs and the societal norms we often take for granted. Shakespeare doesn't offer easy answers or simplistic resolutions. Instead, he presents a narrative that is as complex and tangled as the human condition itself. He presents a world where right and wrong are often intertwined, forcing the audience to confront the grey areas of morality. This ambiguity is what makes the play so compelling and thought-provoking. The play's themes of justice, mercy, hypocrisy, and the abuse of power resonate as strongly today as they did in Shakespeare's time. These themes are universal, transcending the era in which the play was written. Measure for Measure is a play that stays with you long after the curtain falls. Its impact lingers, prompting reflection and discussion. It's a play that demands to be discussed, debated, and revisited, its themes as relevant and thought-provoking as ever. Each viewing offers new insights, making it a timeless piece of literature. Section 9. Modern echoes: how the play's themes resonate in contemporary society. The themes of Measure for Measure find unsettling echoes in our modern world. Shakespeare's timeless exploration of human nature and societal flaws continues to be relevant, even centuries after it was written. Abuse of power, a central theme in the play, is a constant presence in contemporary society, from political scandals to corporate corruption. We see leaders and institutions failing to uphold the values they profess, leading to widespread disillusionment and mistrust. The play's exploration of this theme serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked authority. It urges us to remain vigilant and hold those in power accountable, lest history repeat itself. Similarly, the play's exploration of hypocrisy resonates deeply in a world saturated with social media and carefully curated public personas. The contrast between public image and private reality is more pronounced than ever, making the play's message strikingly relevant. Angelo's fall from grace, from a supposed paragon of virtue to a perpetrator of the very vices he condemns, serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of hidden agendas and the facades we present to the world. It reminds us that no one is immune to moral failings. The play's exploration of justice and mercy also finds new meaning in a world grappling with issues of mass incarceration and social inequality. The balance between justice and mercy remains a contentious issue in modern legal systems. The Duke's decision to show mercy to Angelo, while controversial, raises important questions about rehabilitation, forgiveness, and the purpose of punishment. It challenges us to consider whether true justice can be achieved without compassion and understanding. Section 10. A legacy of questions: the enduring power of Measure for Measure. Measure for Measure is a play that lingers in the mind, its themes and characters continuing to spark debate and introspection long after the final curtain. The play's intricate narrative and multifaceted characters invite audiences to delve deeper into its moral and ethical quandaries. It's a play that defies easy categorization, challenging our preconceived notions of justice, mercy, and the complexities of human nature. The blurred lines between right and wrong, and the intricate dance between power and vulnerability make it a timeless piece. Shakespeare's masterpiece leaves us with more questions than answers. It compels us to reflect on our own values and the societal norms that shape our understanding of justice. Is the Duke's brand of justice ultimately effective, or does it merely serve to perpetuate the cycle of power and control? Is Angelo truly remorseful, or is he simply afraid of the consequences of his actions? And what of Isabella? Her choices and moral dilemmas resonate deeply with audiences, prompting us to question our own decisions. Does she accept the Duke's proposal, or does she choose a different path? Her journey is emblematic of the struggle between personal integrity and societal expectations. These unanswered questions are a testament to the play's enduring power. They keep the narrative alive, inviting each generation to find new meanings and interpretations. Measure for Measure is not a play that provides easy answers or simplistic resolutions. Instead, it offers a labyrinth of moral and ethical challenges that reflect the complexities of real life. It's a play that forces us to confront the grey areas of morality, to question our own assumptions, and to grapple with the timeless complexities of the human experience. The play's enduring relevance lies in its ability to mirror the human condition in all its flawed beauty. And that, perhaps, is its greatest legacy. Measure for Measure remains a powerful exploration of the human spirit, challenging us to reflect, question, and grow.